can it take from the government? This is the challenge between the two sides. Another issue which threatens the current peace process is that the process is going between just two fighting powers, just two fighting subjects. I mean, this very important peace process or initiative should not be left to just two sides. It has to have a third party, an international party or an observing country, which actually the PKK is now, after experiencing a year of negotiations with the government, is now raising this demand very strongly. The Kurds now are demanding a third party to observe the process, to see what it says and what the government responds, and to see, to observe as a third party which side is actually not taking its promises or not taking, yes, having these responsibilities. So the third party is a very important need at the moment. One another issue would be the current Turkish constitution, which actually restrict and bans so many basic human rights, including the Kurdish rights. The current Turkish constitution was written in 1981, 32 years ago, after a military coup. So it was actually written by soldiers, by Turkish soldiers. Now the Turkish society, political parties are trying to change it. However, still, as I said, as the state itself is a very strong nation state, they are not clear what to do and what to write on the new constitution. This is also a problem we face it. As I said earlier, I went to the Kurdish cities recently. What I saw there was that there hasn't been any ground effects of peace process. There hasn't been any effects on the society. There are dialogues, there are talks between the PKK and the Turkish officials. However, they are not affecting society at all. They are not affecting the state's daily, let's say, habits towards its citizens, as we saw last week, that the police force just in 2 days killed 3 civilians. So, because we haven't seen any effects on the ground, this peace process is seen among the public as a soyut, somut, concrete. Karşılığı nedir? I mean, the public doesn't see it as something that they can touch it. Concrete. Yeah, it's not a concrete process, at least so far, after 1 year of experience. But we hear many similar peace experiences from around the world, that peace processes are not easy to succeed. However, failure of any peace process in Turkey has so important and dangerous consequences. as if any time this process fails, unfortunately there will be one of the heaviest conflicts, or probably the conflict, the fight between the PKK and the state will have a new phase which we haven't seen. We can see some forms of Syrian conflicts in some places of some Kurdish cities, like my hometown itself. The Kurdish civilians, after, if as I said, if this process fails, there is a danger that the Kurdish civilians can take arms against the state. If a new conflict, if a new war begin between the two sides, there is a very obvious danger that the violence can spread to the places that never was actually affected by. Therefore, this current process is very important. Therefore, it needs help, actually. It needs observation from other parties, the third parties, the NGOs like here in Finland or any other European country. These all civilian or governmental helps, observations would encourage the two sides, would help them to build a confidence that they will be able to succeed. So I think, as the last word, this process should not be leave alone to just the Kurds and the Turks. We do need third parties. We do need Europe